It's 8:30, and today is off day from that your JavaScript beginners to advanced series. And today I generally keep the evening free, so I'm doing this small project with ReactJS Fundamentals because I've not done ReactJS videos in a lot of time. Is the Redux one was the last one, so this it is a ReactJS Fundamentals which we are going to learn. Means there are a lot of them in my channel for React.js, but this is something a different approach I'm taking. I'm taking an approach in which we are going to learn React.js fundamentals with creating a project. Okay, by creating a project we are going to do. Okay, so let us do that. And enough of seeing me. Let me show my screen. 1 sec. Share screen. Okay. Okay, so okay, hope you're able to see my screen. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to start from the start. It's actually so we just, for a React.js project, we just have to have Node.js installed, Node.js and npm install. I'm not going to tell about that. You can find out more about that. And node minus v, I think it is giving anything, it is sufficient. More than 12 it is more than enough. And npm minus v also should be there. And as you might be seeing, I am using a Windows system, so it doesn't matter. Means it is not like it will run on Mac and all only. And then you have to create a new React app with a create. There is something known as create React app, so to do through that. Okay, let me run the command, then I will explain more about it. Npx, because it takes some time. Npx create React app contact app I'm going to do, and it will take 5 to 10 minutes. So how did I came to this? Let me go to the Chrome. Okay, go a bit down. Create React app. So see, this is there. Create React app. And this is how this is create React app given to Facebook, because Facebook only created React. Okay, so they are also telling that nowadays you have to do it with, and where is it? Okay, you have to do it with npx create React app and my app, and you should have npm installed. Okay, earlier the way was different. It was with npm install minus g. You have to install something globally, and then you have to create a React app with this command. Okay, so that thing have changed, completely changed. Now you're gonna do it like this. You have to do it with npx only, and for npx it have to be npm 5.2 and higher. I already have 6.1, so you have to do it like this only. This is the only way to do that. Earlier there were two ways, now they have changed to only one way, npx, only npx you have to do. So this is how we have to do. So okay, so this is done, and let me see whether it is done. As I told, it takes a lot of time. Okay, so I should have done it earlier, but it takes around means I'm streaming also, so it will be a bit more slower. So it takes 5 to 10, it will take around 2 to 3 minutes more. Okay, so okay, so it is going on. Live streaming, I cannot fast forward also. This is live streaming, this is not some recording, this is live streaming, so I cannot also fast forward. Let it run. Okay, oh, it is done. Okay, it is done, it is done. So now what I have to do, so they're giving me the command, so I have to do a cd contact app then npm start. Okay, so I will add one more thing, contact app, but I will open it with VS Code also. So VS Code is installed in my path. Okay, so I will open it with like this, with VS Code. So you can check it out how to install VS Code on the path so that this command works. And yeah, when you start with React command line, a bit of command line thing you have to know. There is no other way. Okay, whether you're using a Windows or whether you're using a Mac, whether you're using a Linux, it doesn't matter. Command line you have to learn when you're doing React. So in my projects I tell that in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, although command line is that much not required, but in React, Node.js, all those things, command line is very much required. Okay, so this is all of it. And now they have told npm start So I'll do npm start, and let me give it here. npm start will starts in the localhost 3000. Okay, so it is telling that localhost 3000 it will start, and it will show the react logo, and these are all the things which is generated shows by default. Okay, so let me give a brief thing about react. How does react start? Because as I've told, it's a project, but we are going to learn a bit of also. If you want to learn in detail react, I've complete series on react. Okay, and on the top of it, next week, from next week is a react week, from Monday to Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's a react week from react to redux, so you should go through it. Okay, and so I will tell a bit only. If you want to learn, that will be live stream, the regular live streaming from 8:30 to 9:30, and that will be certification course also here, same on the YouTube channel, so you can learn about it later on react. So I will explain, but not that much, because it will take time, because we are following a project based approach to learn here, and that is not a project based approach, that is just learning react first, then. So this is a project based approach. Anyways, let me tell something about react. It is starting with this index.js. You're seeing this div get element by id root is there. Okay, root. Let me increase the font size a bit. So I have increased the font size a bit so that it is viewable on mobile view or mobile screens also. Okay, so this get element by id root, this is very much javascript kind of a thing. Get element by id we are doing, but where is this document? So this document is this index.html. So see, in this index.html, what happens, this all things are there. So this index.html is the file which will be shown on the client browser. Okay, client browser, it will be shown this index.html. Okay, so then there is a div with id of root is there. Okay, div with id of root is there. So this is the main thing. Our whole of React app is rendered here only. Div with the ID of root, nothing else. So whole React app will be rendered here only. This all things is a bit of thing. But the whole React app, there is the ID of root with div is there. So that's why we're using get element by ID. So this is something internal React thing. But then also I will explain it. React render. So this is still, what does it mean? It means render the app in the root, get element by id root, and render the app, and this app is the main thing. This app is starting from here, and this is what we are seeing here. All this thing is there, and all these things, this is the thing which is been shown. And when you start with react, we generally remove a lot of things, so these all things are there, but now we are going to remove it. Setup, this we don't need. Report vitals, logo we don't need, index and app test we don't need. So what I'm going to do, right click and delete it, move to recycle bin, it is done. And now if I go here, I will get a lot of errors here. Okay, so this is live hot reloading, so I will get a lot of errors. So how to fix it? Okay, we'll fix it, but first yeah, so let us fix it only first. Okay, so here what is happening, I have removed the index.css also. So index.css I will remove, report vital I will remove, and save it. And then let me do one more thing. App.js I will go and header h1 hello. I'll do, let me remove this also, save it. Now I'm coming. Sometimes you have to refresh also, so hello is showing. Okay, some of the css from app.css has also been taken. We are going to remove that. Okay, so now the main thing is that we are going to create our components. Okay, so next I'll say I'm going, and here components. So generally it is a sort of industry standard that we are creating a components folder. Okay, components folder is there, then add contact .js. I'm doing contact card.js. So some components are creating, so let me create that and then we will so this is how in React everything is component, everything is divided into component. So from app we will call this component. Okay, contact card at contact contact list dot js header dot js. And in the src I will have a, actually I have a images folder also. So if this images folder is also there. Okay, so we'll have a small image here, nothing much. Okay, so main thing is there, we are going to use a library. We are not going to see that much into css right now, so we are going to use a library known as semantic UI. So it is like Bootstrap, so but different than Bootstrap. And in React, what happens if you want to use something, you have to go to this index.html and you have to use it here. Okay, and how we have to use it? I'll come here and index.html, and this you can get from the CDN also. So there are too many things which are here. All these things, all this comment we don't require, remove it. And let me remove this also. So this is just a link tag. Okay, so link for this style sheet. Okay, save it and it will be saved. Okay, if you go back, see the font have changed. Font was not like this, so font have changed. So this means the semantic UI is installed successfully. So this is how generally in React we use external library. Bootstrap is also been used mostly like this. We have to add it in the index.html. As I've always told that index.html is the main file. So it is the main file through which everything is been rendered, because this div of id of root is there. Okay, so this is there, and then the first we're going to create is a header component. Oh, okay, even before that, let me come back here and we'll change some things here. UI container, so we are using semantic UI thing. Okay, UI container we are using. Then let me have a header here. Okay, so okay, wait a sec, and header here, and we'll have after this header add contact here and contact list here, contact list here, add contact and contact list here. Okay, so after that I'm going to go to the header.js and I'll create something known as a functional component. This is also a functional component, so you can give the function thing also, and you can give use arrow function also. And if you want to know more about it, next week my React.js whole week intense bootcamp sort of a YouTube videos are there for one whole week. Okay, so I'll do this. Okay, so this is another way to create a thing. Okay, RFC, what was that? I just did, this was a shortcut. There is an extension, I could have written this whole code, so that gives us the skeleton code. So this ES6 React Redux GraphQL is there. So this is a extension which I have installed, through which you can give all these shortcuts, RFC and all these things you can give, and it will give this all skeleton. So this is what is known as skeleton code. So all of the skeleton is been done, and then the header skeleton has been done, and then this header component I'll show in the app.js. Okay, so I can also, okay, it is not coming like this, but one more thing you have to do, you have to import it also. So I'll do import header from components header, and what happened, okay, this also let me import it. So this two also I have done, header at contact and contact list, this all I have done. So let me go to the header.js. Okay, so header.js, let me have something like a class name equal to UI fixed menu, and div UI container, and it will be center, and h2 contact manager, save. Now we will I think it will give me some error because these two are not there yet. If I do like this, see, this contact manager is looking perfect. Because why it is looking perfect? Because we have this semantic UI. Okay, semantic UI we have. Now the thing is that we are going to make another component which is a add contact. We are going to make the add contact. So here, so see, this is a functional component. We have something known as class-based component also, and class-based components are not dead. We can use it also, we can mix and match also. So that is what I'm going to do it here, because earlier hooks-based component, functional component were always there, but the state was introduced in hook-based component in around 2019. But class-based component is from the starting, and it is all backward compatible. That you will going to see. I'm using a functional component also, I'm using a class-based component also. Okay, so here also there is a shortcut is there, RCC, and it will give me something. But we always do export. So the concepts I'm not explaining in that much detail, as I've told earlier. For that you should attend next week bootcamp. After JavaScript is React week. As I've always told, this is a 3-week intensive bootcamp which I'm taking. This was done previous week. This week is JavaScript. Tomorrow again class number 3 is there. Next week is React. Okay, Dave. Now class name equal to UI main. So UI main, I will have a class. Okay, h2 add contact, and then we are going to have a form inside it. Okay, form class name is UI form. On submit will do, but not right now. Class name will be UI form. So again, just like the HTML thing, we have a form. Okay, I have a form. Okay, like this, and then I will have a div of class name equal to field, and label is name, input type text, name is name, and placeholder is name. Okay, like this I'm going to have. Okay, and let me repeat this thing. And type is text is okay, name is email, and placeholder, let it be email, nothing much. And after this div, we have a button also. So button also semantic UI we're using, so you can use that button. On class name is not let me do it blue, and let me do it add button, save it, and the add contact has been done. So let me do one thing, save it, go back, see this add contact has been shown like this. Okay, name, this is not name, close it, this is email, and it is looking perfect. So with little or no styling which we have given. So now it's time for the contact list. So what will happen whenever we add something here, it will add it to here in the contact list. Okay, so let's go ahead, and now what I'm going to make, we are going to make the contact list.js, and this time again we are going to have a function component because we are done with the class based components. So whenever you do something new, you should always use a hook based function component. Nowadays class based component should not use that much, although I've shown it. This is the modern way to go. Okay, so then after that, class name equal to UICELLED list contact list, save it, go back, contact list, why it is not coming? Oh, one thing more is there, it is not coming because of a reason. We have some of the CSS. So although we are using semantic UI, it is not a main thing, but the thing is that even though we are using semantic UI, we have done some custom styling also. So let me put them quickly, because of that it, or else everything will not be shown here. So we don't want this, we want a, whatever we put in app.css, it is a global. So a lot of things we are still doing with the normal CSS. The main class we have given, which is a margin top of 5 ram 5 em. So this, where is the main class? So this main class we are giving this, like not that much stuff, justify content, some width and all those things we have given. Save it, come back here, see now it is looking much more better. I don't know why it is. Okay, so let's go ahead, and contact list I will do. Okay, okay, now this contact we will pass it to the, okay, I'm I just commented out, that's why it is not coming. So contact list, oh, it has been shown like this. So in this contact list we are going to pass the contact data for now on from here. Later on we are going to take it from the add contact, and at the end we are going to take it from the add contact, but we are going to use local storage also. So local storage also we are going to use. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, this const contacts equal to and like this. Can you do it in one line only? ID is 1, comma, name is John Doe, the famous name. Email is john at gmail.com. Okay. Karen at gmail.com. Okay, so these two we have taken. Okay, name and email, and now we are going to pass this as a props. So props are a way to pass data. Okay, contacts equal to contacts. Props are a way to pass the data contacts equal to contact I'm doing. So what I'm doing, this props is also name is contact. I can name it differently, and I'm passing this contact is a prop name, and this contacts is this array, which is generally we do it like this only. Okay, same thing we can put different name also. It is not mandatory to have this to have the name same name. So this is like this. Save it. Now in the contact list I'll go, and here I'll do props. So I will receive it as a props. Okay, I will receive it as a props, and then I can show it here. Instead of doing it here, I can show it here. So this props dot contact, so props dot contact is the name, is in the map I'm going to do. And I will, so map we are using, so map you should know from ES6 map, you should know. Okay, so that is something which I presume you will know. And key is okay, key is contact.id. See, this is the array of objects. So when it will go inside, each one have an id also, which I'm keeping at unique. And this key thing is very much required in React, or else it gives us a big warning. So I don't want that big warning, and so for optimization you require it. Okay, more about it again will be told in the upcoming ReactJS 1 week long bootstrap method instance YouTube live session. Long thing I told. Okay, so div I will do, and then I will have a div of class name of content, and I will have a header with the contact.name, and a div of contact. I will not have it like this, so I get a lot of auto suggestions. Okay, so div with contact of email, contact.email I will have, and then I will have this div is ending. So div is ending. Okay, div is ending, and the content contact.name and contact.email, and I will have a icon also, icon of, this is from semantic UI itself. I'm getting this class name, it is not a file icon. So class name equal to trash alternate and outline icon. Save it. And so if I go here, oh, it's giving me error because I have not completed it actually. So this will end like this, and then this, see, this color brackets is also a nice thing, because I get this color brackets also. I have an extension for this. Okay, color bracket something. So let me show that. What extension is it? Bracket pair colorizer. This is a good thing. So all brackets are different colored. Okay, so that's it. So this one is ending here and this one is ending. So me save it, come back, and see, I'm getting everything correctly. Okay, all those things are showing correctly. So since the code is repeating, this code is repeating, and generally this is how we do, we move this code to a different the thing, and for that only we have that contact card. Okay, contact card is for that only. So I'll go to contact card, and then RAFCE I'll do, and here also I'll pass this props, and then I can destructure the props also with ES6 const name comma email equal to props dot contact, and then what I'm going to do, this item is there. Actually this key we are not going to have it here. Okay, let me first copy this. Okay, so this whole thing I'm going to copy, and this whole thing I'm going to paste it here. Which is not formatted well. format selection. Okay, so that is all about. See, as I've told, this thing will not come anymore here, so I'll do this content header, and now it is name, this name props dot contact is not cname, props dot contact is name, and this is email. I can use, and I can do one more thing here. I can use something known as internal styling. Style equal to color is red. So this is inline styling, not internal styling. This is inline styling also we can do in React. Okay, save it. And now I have to also send it to through props. Okay, that I have not done yet. So let me go back here, and here I don't want this bracket anymore because I don't have multiple statement right now. I'll have only one statement, which is contact card. Contact card is also imported. Let me self close it, and let me pass a props to it, which is the contact equal to contact. And I know one more thing. You should pass a key also here. Key is contact.id. Okay, so or else it gives warning. Okay, as I have told. So this is done. Now if I go back, everything will be like this. Let me refresh also to be sure, and yeah, it is like that. Now no. Now what we are going to do, we are going to add show a image, actually show a image, as I have told, a small user image. So let me reveal in File Explorer. Let me do so images, and I'll copy it from earlier project, and I have copied it. So if you see image, the image is nothing but this png type of thing which has this round thing. So this is a png image. Okay, so now contact card only I will come, and contact card, for each one of them I'm going to see the show the same image also only. That's why I'm doing it in contact, or else I have to pass it through the app and all the props and all those things. Okay, so let me do that. Import user from images user.png, and then item image class name equal to UI avatar image. So these are all again your semantic UI. Okay, user and alt equal to user, alt equal to user. It's been done. Okay, then I will move it a bit on the top also. So for that, what I'm going to do, margin top. So see, we are using camel case here, and this is also important to have it in the code. 7px. I'll do save it, and see it is moved a bit top. Okay, and another thing is there, that this nice image is also coming here. Now it is looking very good. Okay, nice image is also coming now. Now we'll add the logic to enter name and email from add contact. So this is, we have a form here, and we are going to do that. And to adding something in a means class based component, or we need a state. So we are going to have a state here, and again more of it I'm going to tell in my ReactJS upcoming full week ReactJS intensive bootcamp. Okay, which will live on YouTube only. And okay, so we are going to do a state here. So first thing is that we need a constructor. So there is another shortcut for it, although you'll see in some code constructor is not required, but I generally do constructor here. And one will be name and the other will be email. So these two will be there in the constructor. Super props we are doing because it extends from React, so super props is must. And then this dot state. So this is known as state, which state object which has got a name and an email. Okay, so then and React, it's a bit different and a bit difficult to do this thing, form things, giving values to a form, and they are also known as, I think, control component. Yeah, control component, they're known as control component. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, email is there, then name. Actually, this name thing, I don't know why I have taken it. This name thing we don't require in React. We don't need this name thing, but the main thing is value. Actually, there is something known as a value, which is very important in React. So I'll go here, I'll do a value equal to this dot state dot name, and similarly, let me remove from here also, and value equal to this dot state dot email, and this is there. And then we have to use a on change is also there. On change is something which is also very much required in React. Okay, on change equal to e this dot set state, name is e dot target dot value, and this will close here. And similarly, on change e dot target dot value. Okay, e dot target dot value is required because that is something like e. So this is how we have to do with the set state. And again, I'm going to tell more about this in the upcoming bootcamp. Set state, and we'll have a detailed session on this e dot, how to do this set state and all. So set state, generally it is required to change the state. We cannot directly change the state, we need a set state to do that. But this is done. Save it, go back, no error is there, and we are able to type also here, anything able to type. Okay, so now what we are going to do in the form, I'm going to have and on submit equal to this dot handle submit is okay, handle submit is a good name. Handle submit equal to e, and e dot prevent default is a must. Without it, it is very difficult to work in a React project, and it generally refreshes it. E dot prevent default, if it is not there, it generally refreshes the browser. We take away everything. Okay, and then if this dot state dot name equal to this empty array, empty string, not empty array, empty string, and this is state dot email is this means if the user have not entered everything. So I will alert, please fill all the fields, or else is okay. Now also I will do a return here because I don't want it to go further, and I'll do a return here, and then here I will do a clg of this dot state and save it. Okay, let's come back here, inspect console, add, and it will add it like this. As the object, it is added name and email, so it is working fine. Okay, so now we are going to go back to our in the add contact, where is the add contact. Okay, so from the add contact, we are going to pass the data back. Actually, if you can see in the app.js, we are this is sort of a central thing from where we have a contact, and contact is passing to the contact list. So you can think of like this app have got everything. So what we have to do, we have to pass something from the contact to the contact list. Actually, we cannot pass it directly. If you want to pass context API or Redux and all those things, you have to work. So here what I am going to pass something from the add contact to the app I will pass, and from the app I will change it to the contact list, and it will go to the contact card. Okay, so for that I have to pass the data in the opposite direction, from a children to a parent, from a children to a parent if I am passing some data. So what does that mean? That means that we have to use a different strategy. And okay, and this also I tell in detail in my again upcoming bootcamp. I will tell in detail. So this dot props dot add so this dot props dot add contact handler, and add contact handler is there, and I will pass the whole thing, not separately this dot state. I'll pass the whole thing. I can do it later, manipulation later on. I can do these are props, so I'm using the props, but I have not created the complete code. I'll create the complete code soon. And one more thing is that I will have to do a this dot set state of name and email. I will make it as empty. Why will make it as empty? So when we what happened when we add something here and click on the add button, it remains there. I don't want it to be remaining there, it should be empty. So like this I'll do, save it, and then the app.js I'll go, and here so because from here I'll pass into the app, so this let me come in here, this props will be called add contact, and we should have created it in the app first. It's okay, add contact handler. And when this add contact handler will be done, then there will be something known as the add contact handler. So let us name it the same thing, add contact handler, because but this is the local one. Okay, this is the local one, and this is calling it on submit. Okay, so this is a local one, and we are going to have it here. Okay, so like const add contact handler equal to contact, like this. We are going to soon have it. Okay, yeah, console.log also contact we can do. Okay, so this contact is there. We are not going to hard code it anymore, so let me remove it, and we are going to use the concept of state in a functional component through hooks, which are very important. Okay, through hooks we are going to use contacts comma set contacts, set contacts equal to use state of empty array. I am having an empty array I am having, and then set contacts, it will be set contacts will be dot contacts, whatever the earlier array is there, because I don't want to lose it. Whatever the earlier thing is there, I want to have it also. Suppose I in the previous case only we have two things. So first thing, when I enter, it will be expanded with this spread operator. Then whatever the new thing I'm adding it, so it will be added here, which will be an object. So it's an array, again an array of object. Okay, so what else is required here? Save it. So go here, use state is not defined. Yeah, we have to use the use state. No, we don't want to use it like this. Import use state from React, save it. That should be gone. Bindu at gmail.com, add it, and it is added. But we are getting an thing also, it should have a unique thing. We are going to fix it soon. Okay, so now bindu and bindu at gmail.com, it is working fine, and it is added here also. And what I was doing, shikha at gmail.com. So technically our project is over here, but one thing is there which I want to do is that, see, now if I refresh it, it will all be gone, because state is not permanent unless you save something in a database. It is not permanent, but we can make it a semi-permanent. How we can use it in the local storage? There's something in the browser local storage, we can store it there, and it is permanent for a long time. Local, not like database. If you do a hard reload and all those things, it will be gone, or you can delete it from manually also. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the local storage for this, because we have not yet learned everything. Okay, and that unique id thing is also was coming, unique id error. So we'll do one more thing. Okay, so I will do a control J, and I'll do because my thing is already running, so I don't want to close npm start npm I. So to generate random numbers, randomly. We have something known as UUID v4. We have to do it, and UID before I have done. Okay, UID before have been imported. So I will go here, and one more thing is that I want something, another hook known as use effect. So it is like the life cycle methods in the class based component. And again, as I'm telling you, this all things I will teach later on in detail also from next week, or you can go through my old videos. Okay, so after that I will have a variable const local storage key equal to contacts, local storage key equal to contacts. Okay, and then this contacts is there. Now I'm not storing the contacts directly. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because with this I'm not getting the IDs and all. Okay, so because I'm only passing the name and the email, not sending the IDs, so ID I will generate it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a object here in which ID I could have generated randomly also, but I don't want to take it randomly. It can be same also. So ID it will be UUID like this. UID I will do like this, comma dot contact. I'll do dot contact. I'll do, save it. Now user define. Okay, I will use more than it. So it is getting thing. It is deprecated use v4 from the UID v4. UID is deprecated, but use v4. If I use v4, it will not give error. v4. I don't know. CV4 is not defined. I don't want to waste time is how this API got changed. You could do this thing. So it might be using it in some different way. Okay, so that is okay. And this thing we are going to use soon, so it is working fine. Okay, so now that other key thing which we are not getting anywhere now, and now what we are going to do, we are going to use the use effect hook. So we already have local storage, so use effect how we are going to use. So first thing is the use effect. We are going to use the set item. So local storage, what happens, you have a set item and you have a get item. So get item, you get the data from local storage. Set item, you set the data. So I will take a use effect. I'll do, okay, it given a lot of things. I don't need the cleanup right now. Okay, the whole structure it have given me. Okay, so here I am going to do yeah, contacts. So when the contacts, so it means it will run the starting time and start time, and if the contacts is updated, contacts is updated contact array is updated, it means that if either the first time it will run, and when the contacts is updated, it means that. So local storage dot set item local storage key json.stringify contacts. Set item is local storage key, and json.stringify we have to do the, this is how we have set item. So we have to have a key also, so that's why we took this constant key. So this is how we'll store, and we have to retrieve it also. So we will run another use effect. Okay, use effect, we are going to use it again, and this time we are going to use the use effect as a component did not, or it will run only the first time when the when this app will generate. It is something like the constructor which we have in class, it only runs once. Okay, so const retrieved, okay, retrieved contact, retrieved retrieved contact is okay. Local storage dot get item, local storage, it is okay, but we have to parse it also. It is not like that it is JSON dot parse also we have to do. Okay, JSON dot parse also we have to do. And I'll come here and come there and do it. And so we'll also check it once if that is do it in the same thing, and say set contacts is retrieved contacts. We can do if a statement like this also. If it is got only one statement, we can do it in the same line also. Set contacts is like this, retrieved contacts. So we're doing the set contacts. So this will run only for the first time, and now it will set contact whatever it is getting from the local storage. Let me save it now. And now, okay, so go back and see if any error is there. No, any error is not there. Let me do nabindu at gmail.com, shikha at gmail.com, and see it is there. Let me refresh it, and it is still there. That's the power of local storage. So how it is coming here, and even a temporary thing we have made it. State is temporary. Okay, so where we have to do, where we have to see. So I go to where is my memory elements. There is something known as a storage also. Where is the storage? Okay, in different browsers it is at different places. Okay, so in this application I will go, and this local storage I'll go, and local storage is showing for this. Okay, now see contacts. You can see contacts is what ID is there, UID is required, name, and all these things are, it's an array of objects just like we have earlier. So this is how powerful this thing is, local storage. So now we have one more thing which is remaining, which is this click button. So when you click it, it should be removed. So how to do that? How it should be removed? So for that, where is this ID? So ID is first in this contact card, in which actually we are getting the ID also. I'm not doing it here, so I will do the ID also, destructure the ID also. Now what I'm going to have here, first thing I'm having a lot of statements. Okay, style is there now, and then on click, this dot, no, it is not this dot, props dot click handler. So prop dot click handler is there, and I will pass the ID. So means whenever click this icon, this shows the icon, I'll pass the ID through a props. Actually now what we are going to do, we are going to pass props from two things, means contact card to contact list to app. We are going to pass like this. Okay, click handler I have done ID, and then this ID props dot click handler ID, and ID I'm getting. So this is the data flowing in the opposite direction. This is also known as method callbacks. This is a React ways to pass data from your child to a parent, which is generally not that much easy, and always we have functions for that, as we've seen it earlier also. From add contacts we were passing it props dot to app. So this is something like this. Okay, so click handler ID I'm passing, then I'll go to the contact list. See this contact card is not directly linked to the app. From app what is happening, it is a contact list, and then the contact card is coming. So contact card, what I am passing, I have to pass it to the contact list. Okay, contact list is there, and contact list key is okay. I am passing the key already. Then click handler equal to delete contact, delete contact, something like this. Okay, delete contact, const delete contact equal to id. And now here I will do a props dot I'm not liking this name, props dot delete contact. Okay, so again that will be something like props. So as I was telling, from 1 to second to last, from maybe from a grandchild to a child to a parent, this is three-way drilling we are doing, and it's a good way to learn. Okay, props get contact id, and it is id, get contact id and address id. And then we have to go back to the app.js and remove it here. So this get contact id is something which we are going to have as a props. Okay, the app I'm getting here, and contact list. So contact list I'm getting the get contact id equal to, I can give a different name also, so I will give a different name, and I remove contact I will give, remove contact I will give. So a lot of different names I have taken. So remove contact I will give, and come here, let me make it here itself. Why to go so big? Const remove contact equal to id, and then const new contact list. So I'm removing, so the contact list will be new, and here it will be contacts dot filter. So I'm using the filter, and I'm getting the contact here. Then and what I'm doing, contact dot id not equal to the id which is get is passed, not equal to id which is been passed, which is been passed. So I will filter that id, whatever is been passed from there, I will filter it. It should not be equal, so that would be filter. And then what I am going to do, set contracts equal to new contact list. Okay, whatever the new contact list is there, saved it. Come here, refresh, delete, working fine, delete, working fine, and it is gone from there also. Okay, hit there at gmail.com, add it. So it is getting added, so it is working perfectly. So hope you like this small thing. I know I have gone a bit faster, and I've it's a very basic project, but a lot of things I think it has not been, I have not been not told a lot of things, and got a bit fast, and have this local storage also. But as I've told, you should go through it after you go through some React course. Means anyways, means all, if you know a little bit of React, it is okay. If someone would have asked some question, I have told, but there is no one in this stream right now. So with this I will end it. Maybe I will end today's stream, but what I'm going to say that yeah, I'm going to say that what is happening next week onwards, we are going to have a 5 days React boot camp sort of a YouTube thing, and in which what will happen, 1 hour daily I will do, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in maybe 2 to 3 hours, and I will cover React, class based, hook based, Redux also, and then a project. So these are the things which I am going to cover. So and I'll see you all in that. And this week, and my this week I'm having that JS boot camp. So JS already 2 days are done. Tomorrow is the third day, and then the fourth, and then the Saturday the fifth day. And we have covered a lot in JS, and we are going to cover ES6 also. ES6 is remaining. ES6 is day after. ES6 is on Friday, and that is a must for React. How many times I have insisted many times, ES6 is a must to work in React. See all this, I'm not sharing my screen right now, but all the things which is there from dot 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 to all, those are all React. and those are all ES6 in React or nothing else. So with this I come to an end, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done yet, because that give me inspiration to produce more videos. And if it is going like this and you all are liking those things, 5 days boot camps a lot, and that will go on a auto loop, means every week it will be there. So why live will go on auto loop? Because live is much better to learn than some recorded video from a YouTuber. There will be a lot of videos on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything is there. But the benefit of a live video, you all know, benefit of live video is that you can chat, you can ask questions. Yesterday someone improved my JavaScript code a lot. Someone was there and he improved it. That's what happened in a live streaming. So someone can also tell something and I will implement it, and it was a very nice session yesterday. Okay, and with this I'll end. Thank you.